Hello and welcome to your market update for May. This is Mark McKenna with Realty Executives, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of what's going on in the Arizona real estate market out here in Phoenix. A couple things are going on. I mean, we're getting more back into a seasonality type of format of the flow of real estate, which basically means is right now we're in the midst of the buyer season. We have the highest buyer demand that we're going to expect for an entire year is happening now. So just figure that happening, and it is happening. That's the evidence of that is very clear when you look at the data. Past January and February, we sold homes, fantastic. April, we sold tons of homes, probably double what we sold in those past two, in the early part of the year. And that ramp up is continuing, and we expect it to continue until probably about September or so. And it's hard to say at this point, it's just a little further out, but that's trending in that direction. Rates, as you know, are about average. Okay, that 40-year average is about 7.5% or so. We're actually hovering almost at 7%, and I think by the end of May we're going to be under 7%, just barely, but we'll probably be there. And depending on what the Feds do for June, as far as if they're going to hike up the rates or not, then that could impact the cost of getting into a home. So, but don't be nervous, buyers. That's fine. It happens. Sellers are contributing towards the buyer's closing costs. We're about over 40% of the homes out there that closed have some type of seller concession going on there. So sellers are sensitive to this. They want their house sold and everything, but we're seeing less and less price changes as this season kind of goes on. So that's saying that, hey, listen, we're taking price off the table, but we're going to go ahead and maybe give you an extra few dollars for your closing costs to get it into the house, and that's pretty much where we're at. So if you're selling, okay, in short, if you're a seller, you want to get your house on the market now. Get it prepped and ready to go. You don't have to go hog wild here because inventory is low and it's pushing, like I said, the prices up and even stabilizing them in some areas. So that's happening. And if you're going to wait and try to sell it maybe during the fourth quarter of this year, you're probably going to be selling it for less. And that because like I mentioned before, we're kind of getting into a seasonality of type of flow of real estate, and that means that in the fourth quarter of every year, the past 6 years, we've seen, except for the exception of 2020, that the prices have actually decreased in the fourth quarter. So if you're a buyer, okay, and you're not really under any time constraints and everything, that may be a great time to go ahead and buy. But if you need a house now and everything else, you're going to have to stay competitive. And actually in any market here, you're going to have to stay competitive by getting your pre-qualifying letter all ready to go and, knowing what you want. So that'll be the key thing there. So that's really the short of it, folks. I'll be back here next month to kind of give you a little bit more of what to expect as we go through this season. Again, if you're a seller, get your house on the market now. For buyers, the takeaway for the buyers, need a house, get in there. It's okay. It's going to be competitive, but sellers are willing to go ahead and help with some concessions. Expect to pay pretty close to what the price of the home is, what they have offered at, providing they got it listed properly, price point wise. But your realtor will be able to help discern that. So anyways, have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.